Alright, welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my first ever video on YouTube. I'm very grateful to have you here. So I'll be doing this first video on Kingdom Story, this new game that I've started playing. It's very fun, it's very epic, and it's very beautiful as well. The characters look very fantastic and the fight is epic. So here looking at the screen you can see the name of course, and you can see the server which you're from. I'm from the US server, and you can also see my level and my name there. Level 30. Yeah, that's pretty low. I mean, I just started playing the game. But not to worry, whenever you start playing a game, you have to start somewhere. So let's enter to see what's in store for us. Normally on entering the game, you'll see some characters, very interesting and epic looking characters of course, with some description. Let's see if, oh yeah, here's one. And they also tell the name. Just to note, my Chinese is very poor, so yeah, I might make a few mistakes going in. You'll also see these banners, which they show you what event is going on, or some might even direct you to their page on Facebook. You should check that out as well. Currently, I think they're having their anniversary celebration, which you can see here. So logging in will give you these very good gifts here you're looking at here. So this is a very good time at the recording of this video, a very good time to actually be starting out playing this game. Here's another event. Alright, so oh yes, you may have these promotional pop-ups from time to time. Let's move on. I'll tell you about those later. Alright, so now this here is my kingdom. As you can see there, it's a bit, well, it's not a bit, it's very haphazard. But in future videos I'll build this thing to look a whole lot more beautiful. So just follow me up. Okay, so look here. We're going to be starting out on a new account. So when starting out, they'll refer to you pretty much as a monarch. So let's just enter. If there's one thing with this game is that whenever you're entering it, it takes a while, so you can be a little bit annoying, but trust me, in my opinion, I think it's worth it. So here we go again. So this guy is Gao Shun, and his description is, so you never defeated in battle. Pretty basic looking unit in my opinion, but I bet the reason for them showing him here is that he probably has some really awesome skills to display on the battlefield. So you'll find from time to time a lot of these things popping up. Alright, so getting into the story, so you'll pretty much have 3 characters here. No, you won't be using these guys starting out, and they'll give you the story. One thing you'll find is that the words that is, they can move a little, or pretty fast paced. Well, for me, I don't know about you, I'm a pretty medium speed reader, so you may have a bit of a difficulty following, but let's just go through this. And this is the format of the battle basically. So you have a whole lot of people on the battlefield here in their cool looking armor. Alright, so let's just skip these. In your time starting out, you can actually try reading the story. Alright, so moving on. Alright, so you're starting out the fight, and you can see there are a lot of things going on. But there's just one important thing you have to keep in mind is that you're not lost. There's a tutorial there that will guide you through the whole starting off of the game. So I advise you, just follow it up. It's pretty interesting and gets you on the right track just for the beginning. Alright, so this guy's skill, like wow. First time seeing that when starting out the game, I was like, whoa. I can use this guy's own as well. Oh. And the story continues. Just trying to get past this so we can get into the actual action. Well, this is the action, but just get into the actual real point of the game. So as you can see, a lot is going on, and it can be, as I was saying earlier, it can be a bit overwhelming for if you're starting out. So just bear with it and enjoy the beautiful graphics being displayed there. Alright, so this guy's he's going to join our battle, because apparently these guys are very strong for the team. We're on the left, if you haven't figured that out as yet. Alright, so moving on quickly through this. Alright, let's see what this guy has up his sleeve. Holy Whoa! Alright. Yeah, that's a good way to end it. Alright, so what's important now is this screen here that you're looking at. So they give you 3 characters which you choose from. And what you also notice is that clicking on each of them won't tell you anything about them. You know, whether they're from, whether they are, whether their element is fire, whether their element is water, whatever it is. And when I was looking at the screen, I was like, okay, so this guy is blue. So yeah, I would, guess that he's a water element. And this guy is green, so probably nature. This guy's red, so has to be fire. But the only information that they give you is the kingdom, which is above their heads there, you can see. So Wu, Shu, and Wei, those are the kingdoms in Chinese. Alright, so just to give you some info on these guys. They're all the same in terms of strength, just that they have some very different skill. In my opinion, as I said, I chose this guy. I didn't know anything. But in my opinion, this guy here in red has the best looking skill. But this guy here, skill is pretty effective. But it doesn't matter, just choose any one of them. I'll choose this guy because his skills look very good. Alright, so moving on into the game. And depending on who you choose, they'll give you other warriors there, as you can see, to join the team from this kingdom that's above his head. Alright, so you can see this guy has a bow, this guy has 2 axes, and this guy has a fan. You're like, whoa, you going on the battlefield with a fan? Not to worry, guys, he's what you'd call a mage. Alright, so here's another character we're looking at, is Liu Bei, the protagonist of the 3 kingdoms. Alright, so you start out here and this is basically an option which you'll have access to later on in the game. So these guys with the circle, these are kingdoms which you'll eventually be conquering, or rather dominions. So you'll be fighting in the previous format as you saw. And here's a tutorial telling you what to do. So not to worry, they'll guide you on the basics of this game, which is pretty sufficient when getting into the game. Alright, so this is where I am. This is where I first brought you on this video. And they'll tell you to select your name. Let's just put a suggested name there. Wow, Kingdom Story, and your name is Kingdom. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's just go ahead. Alright, that's your monarch name. Alright, and as I was saying before, this is the main screen. This is where you'll actually be most of the time when you start up the game, and you can look at your kingdom. Oh yeah, and as I said, they'll be giving you a whole lot of stuff. There we go. There we go. Not to worry, I'll guide you through all of these things that you're getting and what they're for. Maybe not in this video, but in follow-up videos, because there's a lot going on and there's a lot of fun to it. You can actually exit the tutorial there with the X, but I strongly advise against it. So you just follow up and continue reading and you'll get into the game. Alright, and they tell you what to do. So build a farm. It shows you. Okay, let's build. Alright, farm here. Where are we going to build? Let's just build it there. 2 farms together, it looks pretty neat. And they say, you can either wait, in some games you can actually not do that, but I just do it because you'll be getting a whole lot of these guys in the game anyway. The golden guts, that is. As a complete challenge is to collect golden guts. Okay, yeah, so they're called golden guts. So here's another menu to the side, to the left. So you can see here you have your mailbox, your officers. This is where you actually look to see all the characters that you have collected. Alright, so just continue to follow the tutorial. It's going to bring you to this screen in the scenario. The scenario is where you actually complete a set of stories and battles throughout the game. This is important when you want to level up and test, see how good your actual team is in battle. And here is basically the battle window, as I would call it. In the tutorial here, as you can see, it's still open. It'll tell you some info about the different characters. So this guy here that we picked in the first part, he is a warrior, and it tells you what they do. So basically the warriors are what you call tanks. They stay in the front. And then you have your marshal, and they tell you what it does there. Then you have your bowmaster, and your strategist. So earlier I called him a mage, he's actually a strategist. What I like the most about this game though is that there's so much to it. You can upgrade your characters, you can modify their weapon, you can upgrade their skill, and depending on who you have in the team you get a certain bonus. So here you can look, this is Descendant. Remember I told you that these guys are from the same kingdom. So if you look here, the Descendants, they say whenever you have 4 officers from the Wu Kingdom, so we have 4 there on the field, their attack goes up by 5%, damage reduction by 5%, their HP is also increased. And the more you have, so you have 5, 6, is the better the increase. So that's what I like about this game. There's a lot more to it. So in a few, you're gonna end up here fighting this guy with a hammer and a very big stomach. What I want to show you most of all is the skill of the guy in red that we had chosen. Remember I told you that in my opinion he has the best looking skill of the 3? You can get to see what I mean. Here we go. I'll also show you the skill of the other 2 characters so you can actually get a chance to compare. At the end of all of this, the guy with the hammer will join your team. Alright, so here's the second one. Just keep watching. Here we go. And here's the third one. This is the guy who I had chosen for my main account. In my opinion, he's pretty good, but I'm not using him as a main character on my team. There is the skill. So you can tell me what you think. Which do you think is the best looking of the 3? You can comment down below. So after all of this, as I said, the guy with the hammer is going to join our team. And then you're going to progress through a screen where you can actually see each person of the team gaining a level or getting experience. And you'll also see the rewards that you get from the battle as well. Alright guys, so this marks the end of this video. I'm happy to have you here. Remember to leave a like down below and subscribe for more videos of Kingdom Story. And I'm happy to have you here. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.